Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check these headlines. We got the World Bank. It's not good, ladies and gentlemen. Hester Pierce and Elizabeth Warren, BNY Mellon, and it's not the news from yesterday either, ladies and gentlemen. XRPLedger and Stablecoins, Bank of China, iRemit files its brief in the SEC versus Ripple. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for exclusive content. Right now, $950-some plus billion market cap for crypto. At the time of making this video, it's 19,200 plus for Bitcoin, Ethereum, 1,200 plus. We see XRP right now at 47 cents. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show you this because new to the street is now a seasoned veteran when it comes to glint cards. Shout out to New to the Street. I know this feeling. They said, we just bought gold on our glint card. Maybe spend a little at the restaurant tonight. Yeah, thanks, Glint Pay. I told you, once you start doing it, you won't stop. Gold as money. Glint makes it happen. It's the gold alternative to banking. It's the alternative to banking system. And I tell you, once you start doing it, you will not stop. It is amazing. Check out the link underneath the video. Shout out to my sponsor, Glint. World Bank claims that the global economy will suffer from a recession in 2023. You don't say. Look, we know that this is not shocking at this point. The truth is, we're already in a recession because they had an argument and debate over the fact that the definition that's been accepted for decades is no longer the accurate definition of a recession. Come on, people. Hester Pierce says she wants to see new laws to regulate crypto following the disappointment with the Securities Exchange Commission under Chair Gary Gensler, Not a surprise, but it gets worse because I set that up for this, which is Elizabeth Warren and other Democrats have demanded information about the impact of mining Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on the state's power grid. A letter from Warren demands information on carbon emissions, subsidies, and electrical grid stability. You know, when Chris Larson months ago was saying, Bitcoin needed to get off of proof of work onto proof of stake at the very least, or something else, or doing the computing and the mining to serve some kind of carbon neutral goal, right? I've even heard others suggest renewable sources, renewable energy, in order to mine. Something is being targeted here, and I believe it's quite easy to see how deeply it will cut once they do what they're going to do in Congress. I don't know, but beware, ladies and gentlemen. The oldest U.S. bank, BNY Mellon, has set up a seamless cross-border transactions between Egypt and China. This is after just recently announcing that BNY Mellon's going to get into crypto custody. If we take a look at this very quickly here, you will see that it says it has pulled off its first ever payment transaction from Egypt to China, partnering with QNB Al Ali Egypt, the bank that sent the funds, and Shanghai Pudong Development Bank in China that received them. The transaction took less than 3 hours, while previously it required 2 days to send money between these countries. Making small transnational payments has become challenging in the past 2 years after the pandemic kicked off in 2020. The digital transactions and purchases have been rising in popularity since then. BNY Mellon became the first bank that began using SwiftGo last year. Top executive Isabel Schmidt from BNY Mellon stated that thanks to using SwiftGo, transactions will become faster, fees will be easier to predict, and overall the security of payments will improve. Now, I think we all understand that using, the XRP Ledger, it can settle in seconds, right? BNY Mellon, if you remember, one of the Mellon family members died and lost, close to $1 billion or at least several hundred million worth of XRP. Nobody knows where they are. Now, why do you suppose he had so much XRP? Can I guess? Because I believe that it was obvious that BNY Mellon understood the technology and what Ripple and XRP and the ledger are poised to bring to this financial system. That's my speculation. We shall see. We shall see. Lots of connections there. Veteran crypto Ratha Kahneman provides new insights into the progress of top XRPLedger-based stablecoins, including one CBDC. The state of Palau is making progress with its CBDC development on the XRPLedger. Shout out to Ratha Kahneman and Michael Branch for this. It says Ripple will be the basic layer for these CBDCs and stablecoins. Will it drive XRP price? I personally believe it will. And listen, obviously my speculation, but I believe that because think about the foundational layer of the emails, SMTP, right? Simple Mail Translation Protocol, I believe it's referred to. So it doesn't matter if you're Verizon, Comcast, or some other provider. That's the foundational layer that you're using to send the email across. I believe that same level of interoperability will be achieved with the XRP Ledger because the XRP Ledger is not designed to be the native token to the system. It's designed to be a bridge where applicable. The native tokens are everything else. It's the stable coins, the CBDCs, and so forth, and other things of value. XRP will be used as a complement where you need it. If you don't need it, you don't use it. And that is how you really build something that everyone will use. Stablecoins are one of the focus areas for application of the XRP Ledger. At the beginning of this quarter, many development teams from various nations wide are developing stable digital currencies using the XRP Ledger as their technology platform. Veteran crypto Ratha Kahneman shares his containing stablecoin projects that are likely to succeed over the long term on the ledger. He put here, recently there have been a number of stablecoins announced on the ledger. Any other of note, it says stably, Stasis, the Euro, Zago, the XUS, Palau's USD, and Navati. So this is really getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Besides using the XRP Ledger for their software, most are also in active partnership with Ripple for their marketing and engineering. Early last month, Stably revealed that it would issue its Stably USDS on the XRP Ledger. Per the announcement, Stably will get the necessary technical support from Ripple to incorporate USDS with the XRP Ledger. Also, Stasis, a leader in development in the Euro-backed stablecoin, announced the issuance of the Euro S stablecoin on the ledger in February of this year. Stasis also disclosed that it would receive technical support from Ripple to integrate EURS, I say EUROS, and the XRP Ledger before the end of this year. So that's coming quickly. In June 2022, we saw also Zago launch its stablecoin XUS on Ripple's XRP Ledger, and the XUS stablecoin allows Zago customers to save costs on their USD and USDC transactions. This stablecoin will soon be on the XRP Ledger's mainnet. In addition, we also know Navati Group, German-based digital payments firm, recently announced a partnership with Ripple to issue Australian dollar-backed stablecoin AUD-C. The URI, the AUR stablecoin, will soon be available on the XRP Ledger. It would also be available on compatible blockchains such as Flare and Songbird. Furthermore, the state of Palau is making progress regarding the launch of its central bank digital currency on the ledger. Palau also partners with Ripple to explore the use cases of CBDC on the XRP Ledger. I reported recently as well that we saw from the Ripple report that I showed, more than a dozen central banks are working right now with Ripple and their private ledger. Very, very exciting time. And I love seeing that because those things tell me that the protocol XRP Ledger is seen as such an open, interoperable place to really bring all the money, is what I'm saying. Meanwhile, in China, Bank of China digital yuan transactions volume crossed 14 billion. How much more time does the rest of the world have to wait while China keeps moving forward with the yuan? The pressure builds. This is not an open-ended game. Illiquidity all around the world. China looking to take over and be the leader in the fourth industrial revolution. There is pressure everywhere. Meanwhile, on the SEC versus Ripple case, commenting on the iRemit filed brief, the former director of the developers at Ripple, Matt Hamilton, says an interesting effect of these statements is that they prove that XRP is actually being used by such companies. And he's absolutely right. If we take a look at this very quickly here, shout out to Jim Filan. He says, last few weeks have been eventful for Ripple, both regarding the company's business, litigations, and Securities Exchange Commission. Only yesterday it became known that the trial judge allowed Ripple partners to present their opinions in court. Today, Filipino iRemit has officially sent an extended amicus. And here it is. You can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. But I will tell you, I've got a couple highlights here from Sherry, who always does a great job pulling things out for us. And I have it right here. Let's take a look at it. Shout out to Sherry and Press 21. My favorite argument as to the use case of XRP falls under the second point they've made: seamless currency exchange without cumbersome, pesky fees associated. If you look here at the example here, iRemit does not use XRP of any expectation of profit. Rather, iRemit is a customer of Ripple's ODL product, which uses XRP because of on-demand liquidity, substantively advantageous features to facilitate cross-border payments, speed, ease, and reliability. First, ODL has the ability to transfer funds almost instantaneously. Traditional financial institution commercial banks can take 3 to 5 days to settle international fund transfers and are often unavailable on evenings, weekends, and holidays. Even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum can take 10 or 15 minutes to record a transaction. But XRP running on the XRPLedger can support more than 1,500 transactions per second with confirmation speeds under 5 seconds. Simply put, ODL is exponentially faster for customers. Second, ODL is incredibly easy to use. While traditional financial institutions will require customers to worry about cumbersome currency exchanges, often charging fees with each conversion from one fiat to another, ODL permits iRemit partners to promptly transfer value across borders with ease by converting fiat currencies into XRP. Third, and finally, ODL is secure, reliable, providing assurance to both senders and recipients of funds. As a remittance company, iRemit relies on the security. Indeed, the company's goodwill is largely based upon the trust of its users. Ripple's ODL product provides a high degree of customer confidence, and expectation of profits is not among the reasons that iRemit uses ODL and XRP. Take that, SEC. Take that. That's where we're at there. You know, when I think of all of this happening here, everything is really coming to a head, whether we're talking about the pressure from around the world, the pressure in this case, the pressure for the illiquid world we're living in right now, and understanding that private stable coins are popping up everywhere. And if the governments like the U.S. and others don't get a hold of it, boy, if they think they're illiquid now, it's only going to get worse. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch you on the next one.